So everybody in my house seems to be coughing and have just sinus congestion stuff. So besides dosing them all up with elderberry, today I'm making a soup that's going to help them with inflammation and everything else from the inside, because the base of it is going to be a bone broth that I'm making from our chickens that we've raised. So what I've done so far is just I boiled, this is one of our chickens that we raised outside on pasture and then butchered. I boiled it with just water, some garlic and onions, and now I'm gonna pick the chicken and then put the bones back in here, add some carrots, some thyme, oregano, turmeric, salt, pepper, a few other things, and I'm gonna make a bone broth out of it, and then I'll take all that out and I'll make my soup from that. So as I get to that part, I'll come back and show you after I pick the chicken and I've got the bone broth made. Then I'll come back and show you the other ingredients on how I'm going to make this healthy chicken vegetable soup for them. Okay, so in here is all the bones from the chicken, carrots, there's onion, garlic, I put turmeric, thyme, oregano, pink Himalayan sea salt, and some pepper. Pretty much throw anything that you have in here, vegetable wise. I threw some ginger in, a few cloves of garlic. So this is gonna cook. I did one the other day and it was like 24 hours that I let the bone broth go. 24? I'm gonna let this one go at least like 16 or so. Well, I don't know, 12, 14, 16. And then I'll strain all that out and then I'll add my stuff to make my soup. But this bone broth is gonna be the base of my soup. And bone broth is so good and healthy for you. And you're just going to let it simmer. Like I'm going to bring it up to a boil now. And then I'm going to let it simmer. Okay, so now my bone broth is finished. And I have strained out the chicken bones, carrots, hunks of onion, everything that was in there. And now I'm left with just broth. So bone broth, I was telling you, is very healing. And it can really help with inflammation in the gut. It can help heal your gut, like if you have ulcers and things like that. So when Caroline actually was getting out of the hospital, and I'm actually just going to peel some carrots right now. While she got out of the hospital and from where she'd been vomiting blood, and we were trying to heal her gut as we put her on a real food diet, we were giving her bone broth. So I started when I first started her blenderized diet, I gave her bone broth that I had made, and that was all she got for like the first 24 hours. Then I started adding in applesauce and chicken and things like that. But I started with bone broth with her first and started healing her stomach, and that really helped. So this soup base is bone broth because everybody is coughing and sinusy junk right now. Do you know bone broth is actually like a natural expectorant, so you don't need to be taking like Mucinex and other medicines. You can use this for that. It helps heal your gut. It aids in digestion. It's good for inflammation in the body. It's good for your hair and your nails. It can help inhibit viruses. So while they have whatever going on, if this is some virus everybody's passing around, it can help that and shorten the time that you're sick. So it's just really good. If you have arthritis, joint pain, things like that, it's good for that too. So my base is a bone broth. And then the chicken that I picked off of, the chicken meat that I picked off of this chicken, I'm going to add back in here. So I've got tons of chicken I'm going to put in. I have 2 cans, well not cans, I have 2 bags of tomatoes that I had from our garden from this year. So I had 2, they're quart-size bags. I dumped those 2 things of tomatoes in here. I'm going to put organic potatoes. I'm just going to slice up and put in. So I've got these peeled, getting ready to go in. I'm going to slice up the carrots to put in. Sorry, there's a racetrack being taken down over there. I've got the carrots I'm going to put in here. At the end, I'm going to add green beans. What else am I throwing in? I'm probably going to add some more salt, pepper, garlic. Well, the garlic and there's garlic and ginger in here from where I made the broth. I'll throw a little more turmeric in there and a little more, you say hi, Mags?
Hello.
You might have to jump for the camera to pick you up. Jump. Look. Hi.
Hi.
So, that's what's gonna go in my soup, and then we'll make it, we'll cook it down a little more, and then they will just have broccoli. I'm gonna throw some broccoli in here. Just pretty much anything, vegetables that you have. So I'm gonna have green beans, potatoes, carrots, chicken, the tomatoes, the bone broth that I made, and some broccoli. And then this is gonna be a good soup that they will all have. And right now I'm just tearing up the, some of the hunks of chicken. They'll have a good soup that will hopefully help them all to feel better soon. So now our yummy soup is done, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. So here's the pot of it. All the nice vegetables and our chicken, and that good bone broth is in there. And I am serving it up for them to hopefully help them all feel better. So all I did was cook our chicken first, and then after the chicken was cooked, I pulled it out, pulled the chicken off the bone, and put the bones back into the pot to make our bone broth. With the bone broth, I put garlic, and I put ginger and turmeric, salt, pepper, oregano, thyme, onions, carrots, and I let them cook for hours to get all the goodness out of the bone broth. After that was done, I strained everything out, and then I added to the pot, I put the chicken back in there, I put potatoes, carrots, the 2 things of tomatoes from tomatoes that I had gotten out of the garden last year, and then added green beans at the end. Just let it simmer and then served it up. And hopefully this is gonna make everyone in our house feel better with this yummy bone broth as the base. Take care, everybody. I hope you all are well, and if not, whip up a batch of this soup to help fight all those viruses, colds, and flus going around. Stay well.